What you got, what you need, every day's gonna crash and break. What you got, what you want, what you need, gonna be your savior. Every day's gonna crash and break, but I know, yeah I know. What you got, what you want, what you need, gonna be your savior. Every day's gonna crash and break, your savior.
Hey guys, it's Masterath here, and welcome to episode 64 of Masterath's Robot Wars Legends, the 10th episode of the new series. And with this series finally winding down, and with the New Blood Championship of this series of Legends just 2 weeks away, it's time for a little bit of a showcase for you folks about a couple more battles with the New Bloods of this series, including 3 of our New Bloods going up against 3 very, very impressive veterans. And then we have also 3 number 1 contenders matches for championships, and of course, 1 title being defended. Let's begin episode 64 with our battle card. And we're kicking off with the Wildcard Warriors as former 3-time MRW Tag Team Champion Plasma takes on the new robot Masterath. And then it's Carnation, the horizontal spinning bar that we saw about a month ago, is back in its 2nd match ever, taking on the Series 4 champion and very durable Dark Effigy. And then the robot that the community was talking about from last week's episode of Legends, Lord Justice, and that big hammer takes on the compact, the powerful, the former grand finalist Impact. And then it's a 3 corners number 1 contenders match for Dragoo and Blood Eagles Tag Team Championships, as multiple time Tag Team Champions Hypno-Edge and RoboFrog are back with an opportunity, going against Speed and Diamond Storm, the star power on this team. And they are also former Tag Team Champions, and, well, the Warlord and Crapbot 2021 are there as well. Next up after that, it's Torto Terra versus Omega Killot for a shot at F9's MRW Judgment Championship for next week. And then the Legends Championship is going to have a bit of love involved, as this love triangle is about to come to a head as Exodus, Ensign, Leviticus battle for a shot at the MRW Legends Championship. And whoever wins that will take on the winner of our main event. It's Calamity Call 5, but now 3-time Legends Champion, looking to defend its title against AK1. The team say it's finally working the way they want it to, as we found out last week in a very dominating performance. Can AK1 finally reach the top of the mountain that it's been chasing for so long? We'll find out later, but first it's Plasma versus Masterath in the Wildcard Warriors.
Introducing Plasma.
And we kick off episode 64 of MRW Legends with the former 3-time MRW Tag Team Champion, Plasma. Last week we saw Plasma, it was knocked out of the arena by Dragoo, as Plasma and Adema lost the MRW Tag Team Championships to Dragoo and Blood Eagle. But don't count this robot out, as it does have the most powerful front hinge flipper in MRW, and could cause a very big victory here in a possible resurgence for Plasma.
And introducing its opponent, Masterath.
And its opponent tonight is the big, powerful new blood Masterath. Armed with a front scoop, which is big. Its power is big at 4-wheel drive, but they have had to save some weight on the robot for it to enter an MRW, so the armor of this robot is very weak. Could be interesting to see how Plasma does against what is essentially a brick wall.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So Masterath, the debut of the new robot, looking to get a big victory here against one of the most prominent robots in this series of Legends, Plasma. And at the moment, Masterath are going pretty well. It's a big, bulky machine, isn't it? It's got a pretty powerful drive. It's been flipped on its side, though, and rights itself. You can see that a lot of the robots in, a lot of the new bloods in this series of Legends have started to have things that right them from when they're on this side. A lot of robots before don't have that, and that's, well, they started to incorporate things like these side writers, I'm calling them, that get that trending in the robot combat world. Side writers, that's what they're called, unless someone's already got a name for them. But Plasma at the moment, off to a good start here. Now, can Masterath right itself again from its side? Yes, it can. It's that wide blade wedge, or that wide blade scoop at the front that's allowing it to right itself when it's on its side. At the moment, it seems pretty even here. Mastodozer's had a couple of big flips. Plasma with a few decent hits. But at the moment, it seems like Mastodozer's has the advantage. White Lightning is now going to bring down the axe onto Plasma. Plasma obviously still maybe smarting from its previous battle where it and Edema lost the tag team championships. But at the moment, Mastodozer's just flipping Plasma and right into Bloodshed for another flip. And Mastodozer's, that's a big blade on the front there. And it just launched Plasma right into the air. Probably about a foot into the air there for Mastodozer's. And Mastodozer's just at the moment in control of Plasma. Plasma in trouble. Plasma's stuck there on the top. Mastodozer's looking for the out of the arena but couldn't get it. Now Plasma's back in the match and flips up Mastodozer's. That could have been a problem there. Mastodozer's rights itself again. It's a very durable, looks like a very reliable robot does Mastodozer's right now. Very impressive. But Plasma getting back in this match at the moment. But not for long. Mastodozer's back on that side wall. Mastodozer's lifts Plasma out of the arena. And Mastodozer's, that's a 3-time MRW Tag Team Champion that this new blood has just flipped right out of the arena. Mastodozer's wins on its very impressive debut.
Cease.
Well, one impressive debut there for Mastodozer's, flipping out the former 3-time MRW Tag Team Champion Plasma. There could be a very, very bright future for that big bot. And now it's time for another match, which includes one of our new bloods from this series of legends, as Carnation, the devastating spinner, takes on former series champion Dark Effigy. It's durability versus all-out destruction.
Introducing Carnation.
And first up in this match is the very devastating Carnation. This is Carnation's second match here in MRW, and in its first match, it, well, absolutely destroyed Crapbot 2021, using that horizontal spinning bar, but the team have changed the bar this time. It is now sturdier, and the spikes are smaller, allowing it to actually hit opponents a lot easier with its range. The smaller spikes allow this robot's weapon to get up to top speeds quicker than before. That's good, because it's going to need it.
And introducing its opponent, Dark Effigy.
And here is the reason. The Series 4 champion and former 2-time Legends champion, Dark Effigy. Dark Effigy has one of the strongest constructions of any cardboard robot here in MRW. This has allowed it to endure some of the biggest hits in its MRW career and still be working. Also, that front hinge flipper is big, bulky, and powerful, but this might be a contest of drive when it comes to the former series champion.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
A lot of questions will be answered in this match. Can Dark Effigy weather the storm of one of the most destructive looking weapons we've seen here in MRW? And can Carnation tangle with the best? Oh, something's happened already to Carnation. I think, no, Carnation's blade's working again. Is it? It's stuck in the floor, I think. It was alright. It's turned over. And Dark Effigy turns over Carnation. And, well, it can't right itself from there at all. I think Carnation pretty much out of it already. Dark Effigy was able to weather the storm there against the very destructive Carnation. And Dark Effigy looking for a win here. Well, from what I can see, if you see close to where Bloodshed CPZ is, it looks like there's a part of Dark Effigy that's come off there. Was that due to Carnation or was that due to Bloodshed? Certainly interested. Anyway, Bill got out of the way so Dark Effigy could push the pit button, and then Bill got owned anyway. Now White Lightning coming in with that axe onto the underbelly there of Carnation. Carnation is now back on its feet. It's back on its feet, but is that blade working? Yes, it is. And they fight again, and Dark Effigy nearly in the pit by Carnation. Big hit on a Dark Effigy. And they've spiked him. They've absolutely caught Dark Effigy. And this could be a problem for the former series champion. Carnation looking to pull off an upset here against Dark Effigy, but Dark Effigy trying to right itself. Is trying, That's going to cause more damage if it does, though, with where it is now free. And Dark Effigy gets underneath the sides again and flips. And that's Carnation up again. And Dark Effigy not taking any chances here. Carnation, you're going in the pit, friend. It was a nice try from Carnation. But Dark Effigy, one of the most durable robots in MRW history, weathers the storm of the promising new blood. Dark Effigy gets the win here. What a match.
Cease.
Well, honestly, I thought when Carnation was righted and the amount of attacks it was doing on Dark Effigy, I thought that the tide was about to turn, but Dark Effigy, quick to think, quick to act, and quick to pit Carnation the second time round. Dark Effigy, the winner of this match. And now it's time for another Legend versus New Blood. It's Impact, multiple-time Grand Finalist, and three-time record-breaking, three-time Judgment Champion, takes on the powerful hammer of Lord Justice, who debuted last week in very dominating fashion. Can't wait for this.
Introducing Lord Justice.
And first up in this battle, it's the double-ended hammer, Lord Justice. That very powerful 25-gram hammer destroyed Grim Reaper in its debut last week. But we did see some problems with it, as it did have some issues staying on its wheels when the weapon was attacking. But I'm sure they don't care about that, and all they care about is destruction. Is Lord Justice going to send down the former multiple-time Grand Finalist?
And introducing its opponent, Impact.
And its opponent that could possibly be the bane of Lord Justice's life right now, multiple-time Grand Finalist, Impact. The advantages that Impact has in this match are staggering. It's a small, compact robot, making that hammer difficult to hit. It's a powerful pushing robot, allowing it to control the battle. It has low ground clearance, meaning that Lord Justice will have a tougher time getting underneath Impact to make the weapon more accurate. This record-breaking three-time MRW Judgment Champion could very well have the edge here.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, a big test for both robots here. Impact small, might be difficult for Lord Justice to get the hammer in on. Tried there, I think that was a glancing blow. Impact against a very impressive Lord Justice, but is at the moment toying with Lord Justice. Lord Justice having problems righting itself with that top-heavy, nearly 1 ounce hammer, but he's missing. It's missing right now. Impact staying at the moment just away, being able to dodge the shots and pushes again. This has been very impressive from Impact so far. Lord Justice seems sluggish at the moment. Now Bloodshed's CBZ comes into play, and Lord Justice trying to right itself with that hammer. Bill's count could be looming for the Lord, but trying to right itself, and does finally. And now Lord Justice trying to get in with that hammer there. An Impact stuck in the corner. There with Bloodshed. Down comes the hammer. The first big shot from the hammer of Lord Justice. And another one. And another one. Oh, I think there's some damage done to Impact. I think that self-riding arm has been bent and buckled on Impact. Let's have a look. It was this shot. Yeah, what a shot by Lord Justice. That self-riding arm, I don't think that's working anymore. And Lord Justice knows it, goes into its full attack mode. That is where the weapon has so much range to gain up so much speed and hit. And Impact is in trouble here, in massive trouble with Lord Justice. Lord Justice now has the advantage. Look at that. Look at that self-riding arm. It's flailing in the wind right now. Is that self-riding arm. Lord Justice with a couple of big shots. A miss there, though, from Lord Justice. I'm not sure if Impact is still working right now. It doesn't seem it. I think Impact might have stopped working. That self-riding arm has been pretty much ripped clean off. It's hanging on by a thread, barely. And Lord Justice with another big hit. And Impact is not moving, and Lord Justice is simply just battering the former multiple-time series grand finalist. It was a good start for Impact there, but I think Lord Justice now has the advantage, and it's a big advantage because Impact is not moving. Bill's coming in. I think Impact has been immobilized for long enough. Bill looking to count out Impact. Yes! Yep, the count is on for Impact. They haven't got long. Lord Justice comes in with a couple more shots. There, while Impact's getting counted out, making a statement is the New Blood against Impact. Can Impact move? No, they can't. And counted out are Impact. Lord Justice with a big win against Impact there. That's a big victory. The drop zone beckons for the former multiple-time Judgment Champion. What is going to drop on them? It's a can of Pringles. It missed. I think it missed. Hang on. Yes, it did. It missed. Whoever dropped that one, please fire them. Oh, wait, it was me. Well, bye. So the House Robots coming in now onto Impact, and well, I don't think there's much Impact can do now. They were immobilized for a while. Lord Justice, on the other hand, just coming in with some more shots on Impact. And Lord Justice, oh! Lord Justice hits Bolgadon, and Bolgadon immediately turns to Lord Justice, but is in trouble. Now the hammer comes in on the House Robots, and Bolgadon takes some big hits from that big, mighty hammer of Lord Justice. I think Bolgadon suffered a bit of damage there on its left side. Bloodshed trying to come in as well. Takes a shot. Bolgadon. I think maybe Bolgadon might have stopped as well. Excalibur tries to come in to save Bolgadon here, the leader of the pack. And Excalibur gets lifted, upended by the hammer. And now Excalibur's fragile, you could say, bottom, you know, could be in trouble here. Oh, I think that's some big damage to Excalibur. Lord Justice hammering away on the oldest House Robot MRW here. It can't self-right. It's on its top. And Lord Justice is just toying with Excalibur now. A robot that a lot of people say is in dire need of improvement. And yes, I will certainly agree. White Lightning now trying to save Excalibur here. Oh, but a shot to White Lightning. There. This is like Lord Justice is the shotgun and, well, Excalibur's Old Yeller, really, at this point. Lord Justice looking to put down Excalibur! Excalibur out of the arena, and I think there's some major damage done to Excalibur. Yes! That top panel came flying off! And Lord Justice has been upended and finally pitted by White Lightning. Excalibur! It's very rare to see Excalibur out of the arena, let alone that sort of damage on a House Robot there. Impact pitted, Lord Justice wins. But what is to come from Excalibur?
Cease.
Well, it was a great start for Impact there. They were able to pretty much push around Lord Justice and dominate as they could. That one moment, though, where Lord Justice hammered straight to the join of that self-righting arm, and that was pretty much game over. And then a dominant performance against the House Robots. Excalibur taking so much damage there. Not sure what's going to be going on with Excalibur after this, but I guess we'll find out in later episodes. But now it's time for our Three Corners tag team match. Number one contendership for the tag team championships on the line. It's Crackbot 2021 and the Warlord going against former tag team champions Diamond Storm and Speed, and the tag team with the most reigns as tag team champions in MRW Legends history, Hypno-Edge and Robo-Frog, back with a possible another shot.
Introducing tag team number 1, Hypno-Edge.
And here is the 5-time MRW Tag Team Champion, the robot with the most reigns as MRW Tag Team Champion, Hypno-Edge. We have seen this robot evolve over this series of Legends from being a tag team competitor to nearly upsetting the Legends champion. But Hypno-Edge is back to its roots, looking for a 7th fan-made Robot War Tag Team Championship.
And introducing its tag team partner, Robo-Frog.
And Hypno-Edge's tag team partner, the 4-time MRW Tag Team Champion, Robo-Frog. It's a very lovable robot, this one, but let's be honest, it really hasn't done much in MRW, bar the 4 Tag Team Championship reigns, but it is part of what possibly could be the most iconic tag team in Masterath's Robot Wars history. Let the frog live on, and let's hope it doesn't croak.
Introducing Tag Team number 2, the Masterath Robot Wars Series Champion, Speed.
And here is the current series champion, Speed, looking to get back to winning ways here on MRW Legends. This robot has only got one victory to its name so far in this series, and has been very underwhelming for the stature of a 2-time series champion. It is still on with its very powerful front and rear flipper, and it's hoping to once again finally make its mark on the tag team division.
And introducing its tag team partner, Diamond Storm.
And the second half of this star-studded tag team, it's Diamond Storm. This 3-time Legends champion recently lost the Legends Championship to Calamity Call 5 in the main event of last week's episode of Legends. It is also a 1-time tag team champion with Speed. An interesting note, during Diamond Storm's first run as Legends champion, it was also the MRW tag team champion, being one of very few robots to hold 2 of either the Legends, Tag Team, or Judgment Championships at the same time.
Introducing Tag Team number 3, the Warlord.
Well, here's what you were asking, folks. The meme has returned. The Warlord. The robot that for the last 3 years of Legends' original run was the lowest ranked robot in the Legends rankings. Debuting in the Series 2 New Blood Championship and pretty much finishing rock bottom, this robot has not really done much since.
And introducing its tag team partner, Crackbot 2021.
Well, Crapbot's back after being absolutely just humiliated pretty much by Carnation. It does apparently have a front spike, but it hasn't really done much damage as of yet. It's probably the biggest robot in MRW right now, but that doesn't mean it's the best by a long shot. Its armor is made of paper, it's very lightweight, it's very slow, and yeah, it's Crapbot through and through.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Look at the conflicting strategies we've got in the arena right now. We've got RoboFrog and Hypno-Edge, the strategists, the longest reigning and most reigns as MRW Tag Team Champions. We've got the superstar combo of Speed and Diamond Storm, former Tag Team Champions. And then we've got the Warlord and Crapbot 2021. Sheer lunacy and idiocy from those guys. Seriously. Crapbot 2021 makes the tag to the Warlord. And the Warlord actually gets underneath Diamond Storm. This could be no, it's not. I was about to say this could be telling that maybe the Warlord could actually pull off an upset. I don't think so. But they have gotten underneath Diamond Storm. RoboFrog has been lifted in the meantime. And Hypno-Edge. Oh, there's the strategy involved there. They know that they're not going to win by flipping anything. They need the pin, if anything. But the Warlord has been flipped. Oh, and the Warlord has gone. Who's surprised? Put your hands up. None of you. Right, Warlord out of the arena. Crapbot 2021 has to come in now as Warlord's tag partner. The tag is in. Speed is now in. A flip on Crapbot 2021. And that big old robot just fell out of the arena, if anything. Speed eliminates the team of the Warlord. Oh! I was about to say the Warlord and Crapbot 2021 and RoboFrog went in the pit there. This is a highlight reel of a match right now. It's Hypno-Edge versus Speed and Diamond Storm. What is Hypno-Edge going to do? Hypno-Edge trying its hardest at the moment with Speed, staying on Speed's side. But it's not going to work for too long, and Hypno-Edge goes as well. A dominant performance from the former tag team champions. Probably 2 of the most popular robots. And when they teamed up, they absolutely dominated. Maybe they will again. Blood Eagle and Dragoo, watch out.
Cease.
So Speed and Diamond Storm looking to reign as tag team champions for a second time. And next week they'll get that opportunity against Blood Eagle and Dragoo. What a star power match that is going to be. But now it's time for match number 5 here on MRW Legends episode 64 with Torto Terror versus Omega Kilolot. The winner gets a shot at F9's Judgment Championship next week.
Introducing Torto Terror.
And here is the Series 5 champion, the powerful pusher of Torto Terra. This robot has also won a Legends Championship, a Tag Team Championship, and is a former Judgment Champion. Alongside its 2 Robot Rumble victories and 3 Ultimate Challenge victories, it is the only robot in MRW history to achieve the Grand Slam. Yes, I keep mentioning it in every single episode, simply because it's that much of an accomplishment. No other robot in MRW has reached that feat before.
And introducing its opponent, Omega Killalot.
And next up, its former 2-time Legends champion, Omega Killalot. This robot has also won an Ultimate Challenge before and is a former Series champion back in the MRW video version, winning Series 2. It is one of the biggest and one of the heaviest robots in MRW, armed with its claw and its hammer. And is a former semi-finalist here in Masterath Robot Wars.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Winner gets a shot at F9's Judgment Championship. I'm still surprised I'm saying that right now. What a robot F9 has turned into. Torto Terra and Omega Killalot, though, 2 golden oldies, both former Series champions. Omega Killalot won a video version, I believe Series 2. Torto Terra, winner of Series 5, and currently has Omega Killalot in trouble. Oh! Piggyback the stop from that drive, and Omega Killalot goes over. And Torto Terra looking for a quick win here over Omega Killalot. Omega Killalot glad, very close to that pit, teetering on in. Torto Terra pits Omega Killalot in less than a minute. Torto Terra beats Omega Killalot. That was a dominant performance there from the former Series champion. Torto Terra, the #1 contender for F9's Judgment Championship.
Cease.
Well, what a performance there from the former Series champion. Torto Terra looking for a shot at the Judgment Championship. They will take on F9 next week for the Judgment Championship. Very impressive victory there by the old guard, Torto Terra. And now it's time for another #1 contenders match, but this time for the Legends Championship. The most infamous tag team love triangle in MRW is about to come to a head here as former tag team partners Exodus and Ensign battle against each other alongside Exodus's current tag team partner Leviticus. Winner gets a shot at the Legends Championship.
Introducing entrant #1, Exodus.
And here is more than likely the favourite in this #1 contenders match for the Legends Championship, former tag team champion Exodus. Exodus won that tag team championship with its former partner and fellow opponent here tonight, Ensign, but Exodus since moved over to another tag team partner in its other opponent tonight, Leviticus. But that tag team has not won anything as of yet. This former semi-finalist looking to go it alone to get a shot at the Legends Championship.
Introducing entrant #2, Ensign.
And here is the former tag team partner of Exodus, Ensign. Also a former tag team champion, but has never made it past the heat final in the series. It is armed with a front and rear flipper, and it is an incredibly interesting weapon synergy. However, it is vulnerable to pushers, and its side righters are very high off the ground, allowing flippers to get underneath it.
Introducing entrant #3, Leviticus.
And the robot to blow this entire tag team apart, it's Leviticus. A New Blood Series 9 armed with a front flipper. In its only appearance in the Masterath Robot Wars series, it made it all the way to the Heat semi-finals before being defeated by its current tag team partner, Exodus. However, don't count this robot out though, because it has very low ground clearance and a very powerful flip.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go. One of the most infamous tag team love triangles explodes tonight with a shot at the Legends Championship on the line. Ensign and Exodus, former tag team champions. Obviously, this series of Legends, Exodus ditched Ensign for Leviticus as their tag team partner, but they haven't had any success really. Ensign also is part of the Champion of Champions, but didn't get far at all. Exodus a little bit further, but not too much. But at the moment, Exodus on a roll right now. At the moment, kid gloves are off for Exodus. Oh, close! Very close for Leviticus. Nearly out of the arena there, but now the flip comes in from Leviticus, and Ensign now comes in to get some flips. A big launch by Ensign. And now Leviticus trying to flip Ensign, possibly out of the arena here. All three robots still working right now. I've got to say that Exodus is probably going to be the favourite here, obviously, just due to its track record. And, you know, it winning a New Blood championship. It's multiple great runs in the series. The other two, bit less known in comparison. This is really all about Exodus here, and if it can win this. Or can one of the other two, well, I was about to say something, then Leviticus got launched. Can one of the other two cause an upset here? Leviticus, at the moment, trying to get Exodus out of the arena here. That's what pretty much all three of these robots are doing. All of them flippers. And now they're coming back in again. Ensign gets underneath and launches Exodus again. And Exodus having problems righting itself, and now smack bang into Leviticus. But Exodus trying to keep in control right now. Now Ensign, again, staying on top of Exodus. Leviticus stops, and Ensign gets a lift in on Exodus. There's something weird going on, you know. There's something weird that it seems like the Leviticus and Ensign are, on purpose, not really fighting each other much. It seems to be most... Oh! I was about to say that, and then Ensign gets flipped in a similar way to how Leviticus was carried out in their first tag team match with Exodus. They've been hung up on the side wall. But, yeah, that might be Ensign out right there. That very well could be. They have not got long to get off that wall and back on their wheels and moving. And Bloodshed lifts up Leviticus, and Leviticus going for a flip. Oh! And Ensign is back in it. Okay, I think that affirms the belief now that Leviticus and Ensign are working together. I think they're working together to try and take out the bigger threat of Exodus. It looks like this tag team has completely exploded here, because now it seems like Exodus is the one alone, and it seems like Leviticus and Ensign, two of Exodus's tag team partners, are now working as a team to try and get rid of Exodus. Sorry, too many robots with the letter E at the start of their name. Exodus at the moment going for Ensign, but Leviticus again gets underneath and saves Ensign. This is a very interesting strategy here. I mean, yes, Exodus is the bigger threat right now. Just due to its accolades, it's the biggest threat. So, yeah, a team-up would certainly work. And Exodus is gone. The first robot in this Mayhem match out of the arena is the favourite. Exodus gone. And now these two who've teamed up on Exodus this entire time now go one-on-one. All bets are off. Leviticus and Ensign. The winner gets a shot at the Legends Championship next week. Ensign looking to get the flip in on Leviticus, looking stronger right now. Leviticus stuck on the side wall. Ensign, oh, so close to getting Leviticus out of the arena. Ensign was that close to being the #1 contender for the Legends Championship. So close, but Leviticus has not been able to recover from that. Ensign still trying to get Leviticus out of the arena. Leviticus trying to get off the side wall. And there goes Leviticus, and Ensign is the #1 contender for the Legends Championship for next week. Ensign has won in this love triangle.
Cease.
Well, a big win there for Ensign. Exodus, people can say that Exodus was hard done by there, but, well, that's what you need to do if you're two robots and you're going up against a much more established robot. Maybe sometimes you just need to pick your moments and you need to team up against the common enemy. And that is exactly what happened in that match. Ensign flipping out Leviticus after that, and is now the #1 contender for the Legends Championship. And speaking of the Legends Championship, can Calamity Call 5 defend the Legends Championship in its first title defense in its third reign? Or will the victory be short-lived for Calamity Call 5, and AK1 could very well finally win the Legends Championship for the very first time?
Introducing AK1.
And here is AK1, the former MRW Judgment Champion. So from what we can see from last week, it looks like that this robot's most recent rebuild has been its best rebuild. as it flipped Auto Terror for it to be counted out. It flipped out Onus and Series Champion Speed to get another opportunity at the Legends Championship. The last time that we saw AK1 battle for the Legends Championship was just under a decade ago when it fought Dragoo for the Legends Championship back in November of 2011.
And introducing its opponent, the Masterath Robot Wars Legends Champion, Calamity Call 5.
And here is the reigning MRW Legends Champion, who last week ended a near 12-year drought without the Legends Championship, after it defeated Diamond Storm in very strategic circumstances. Calamity Call 5 is a 3-time Legends Champion and a 4-time Series Champion, 3 of them being in the MRW series that have been uploaded to YouTube. A literal legend that's looking to extend its reign on what could be its last ride as Legends Champion.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Can AK1 write what could be one of the greatest comeback stories in MRW history? Or will the old, the good, the 3-time Judgment Champion Calamity Call 5 defend the title in its first attempt against a very impressive AK1? Obviously, AK1 took out so many great robots, including Speed and Onus, to get this opportunity. But Calamity Call 5 at the moment, staying at the back and the sides of AK1 so far, currently controlling the match, is the champ. Oh! Big flip there from AK1 onto White Lightning, and White Lightning not gonna have any of that. We don't need more of our competitors taking on the House Robots and winning. Bill coming in to restore order to the White Lightning. White Lightning probably still annoyed about what happened to Excalibur with Lord Justice earlier. But AK1 now gets a flip in and needs to keep Calamity Call 5 on its toes. That is what AK1 needs to do right now. The moment they're at an impasse, both flipped. Calamity Call 5 looking to right itself. AK1 righted quicker. It seems like this most recent rebuild is certainly the AK1 that we know. They finally got it working after so long. But is it going to be enough? Calamity Call 5. At the moment, this is pretty even so far between these two. But AK1 starting to gain momentum and attacking the unprotected rear and sides of Calamity Call 5, knowing exactly where to flip. But Calamity Call 5 is not going to go down that easily. A big launch AK1 on its side, but does right itself with those side spikes on the flipper, allowing it to right itself. AK1, big flip onto Calamity Call 5. AK1 try to flip Calamity Call 5 out of the arena, but not having it as of yet. A big launch there from AK1 into Genocide CPZ. Calamity Call 5 does self-right, but AK1 on the attack, and nearly out of the arena, nearly went the current Legends Champion. Big launch by AK1. Calamity Call 5 in all heaps of trouble! And AK1 has finally done it! Calamity Call 5 out of the arena, and the reign of AK1 as Legends Champion, we've been prophesizing this for years, can finally begin.
Cease.
Well, AK1 has become only the 15th unique robot to win the MRW Legends Championship. Calamity Call 5 out of the arena. Its run lasted 7 days. Not a good run there for the 3-time MRW Series Champion. But AK1 has finally realized its dream and has won the MRW Legends Championship, and will be taking on Ensign next week in the main event of next week's episode of Legends in its first title defense. Folks, that has been episode 64 of Masterath Robot Wars Legends, and we'll be seeing you next week for episode 65, headlined by AK1 versus Ensign for the Legends Championship. Folks, you can't spell FMRW without MRW. I've been Masterath, and I'll see you for episode 65 of Masterath Robot Wars Legends. Goodbye!